It's a witch hunt. It's just a continuation of a witch hunt. They want to silence you. They want to silence you. And they mean silence.
It's a witch hunt and they want to silence you. And what about taking you to court and giving you a chance to put your case forward in a court of law? Which part of that is silencing you? Because, you're on national television talking about it, so you're not silenced there. You're messaging about it on your Truth Social platform every other hour and at 2 o'clock in the morning. So you're not silenced there. You're going to get your day in court. So how exactly are Democrats or prosecution in this case, how are they silencing you?
I think they're sick people. I think they are people that have no idea how the world works, and they have no idea the anger they cause.
And you keep referring to people being sick. And what is that? Are you referring to coronavirus or mental illness? Because, you never give any specifics because you don't know any more words than these kind of little buzz phrases. They're sick people. It's the biggest in the world. Everybody's talking about it. A lot of people are saying. I mean, none of this stuff makes any sense. And here's the crux. When you refer to they don't know how the world works, and people are very angry about it, what you're really saying there is you don't know how it works when white people are supposed to be able to do whatever they want. When rich white men have ruled the world for years, and now, for some reason, you have black females trying to stop rich white men from just doing whatever they want to do. That's the problem, isn't it? That really is the whole crux of this argument. Your frustration that you are finally being stopped in your tracks by the law of the country that you were born into. This is not some Democrat law. This is not some law of another nation. This is not the Hague. This is the United States of America saying that you have broken the law. And because you're rich, and because you're white, and because you're male, you've been getting away with it for decades. And that is why you think that the other side, whoever they may be, don't know how it works. Well, they do know how it works. And they know that the law applies to everybody. Black, white, rich, poor, orange.
We have a tremendous group of people in this country, and I'm not just talking about Republicans. We have them on both sides, and we have a lot of them.
And this is something else you do. You try and change the timeline of history to adjust things so that you are in a slightly better light. It's not a witch hunt. You broke the law. You tried to overturn the election, for goodness sake. It's not like you tried to pay for some cigarettes with a fake $20 bill. Case in point, this is the greatest crime in American political and legal history. It is the most serious crime of attempting to overturn a legitimate election and to try and convince half the country that the election was stolen when it wasn't. You just lost. That's all that happened. And if you'd have accepted your loss and conceded and allowed the peaceful transfer of power to take place, you could have run again this year, and maybe, who knows, you could have won. But you've ruined it for yourself.
And when they watch this witch hunt, this disgusting situation, where they do it for publicity, where they do fundraisers based on, she, in her case, and they're all bad.
It's a disgusting situation, and, they do it for publicity, and, they do fundraisers. Now, what are you talking about? Nobody cares about this stuff. All people care about is trying to maintain the order and democracy of the constitutional republic that is the United States, which is a democracy, incidentally. The two are not mutually exclusive. And so, in order to allow everyone the free vote, we are just trying to maintain the system. And that means that if you run again, you could win or you could lose. And Joe Biden's going to run again, and he could win or he could lose. It's just normal. He's not trying to rig it so that he wins, which is what you did. And that is why this is so serious, and that is why, when you're being interviewed, people glaze over, because they know that you're talking garbage. You're just throwing stuff out there in the hope that you convert one more person to this weird MAGA cult of yours, where people worship you rather than the country.
Because I have 4 of them now, if you look. I mean, this is not even possible. 4 over the last couple of months. And frankly, it discredits everything. And they're all very similar in the sense that there's no basis for them.
We don't have to look. We know you have 4 indictments. Trust me, this is all anyone's talking about. Because a former president of the United States has 4 indictments for overturning the election, for attempting to steal national secrets. Well, you actually stole them, you took them, and pretended that you'd given them back when you clearly hadn't. And then you tipped the swimming pool into the room because you wanted to destroy the server. I mean, this is criminal activity. And you are doing it in plain sight. It's not even as if you're really good at hiding it. You know, you employ the worst lawyers, terrible people like Rudy Giuliani and Sidney Powell. I mean, these people are not skilled. These people are from a bygone era. These people are also racist and xenophobic and homophobic. And, you know, you might have that in common with them. But, you know, just because they are keen to lie for you doesn't make them good at their jobs. Not that you pay your lawyers anyway.
Over the last couple of months, and frankly, it discredits everything. And they're all very similar in the sense that they're...
If this is your best defense, that there's 4 indictments and, you know, they're all different, but they're all the same and there's no basis for them because it's a witch hunt, you're going to lose. You know, I mean, I'm all for innocent until proven guilty, but you have given us nothing that suggests that you're innocent. You haven't put forward a single counter argument. You're going to go down. You know, it's just a matter of when. And, you know, if you think that you're going to win the election and then pardon yourself so that all this goes away, it won't. It's not like coronavirus, you know, where you can drink bleach or shine a light inside the body and it just goes away in a few hours. This is serious.
It's a witch hunt. It's just a continuation of a witch hunt. They want to silence you. They want to silence you.
I'm Anthony Davis. You can hear me every day on the 5-Minute News Podcast. On Wednesdays, co-hosting MAGA Uncovered, and on Sundays on The Weekend Show with Midas Touch.